Hello and welcome to Willand P. It's week 15, lesson 3. I'm here with Jack.
Hi.
Okay, and this is our last but one session on ball skills. And today we're looking at dribbling with our hands, as in not with the ball using our hands. Obviously not going to dribble our hands. So you'll need a ball. Now we have got basketballs. Jack's basketball is smaller than mine because he's smaller. But another ball will do, so don't rush out and buy purpose-built things. And we're lucky enough in Willand to have 2 basketball courts that are outdoors and free to use, so you'll be able to practice this over the holidays. Right, first thing, you just need to get comfortable holding the ball. And what we're going to do, Jack, is just put it round our body like this, okay? You go one way, then the other. I've got this mic on my hand, and what we're not trying to do, you want a ball big enough so a tennis ball I can actually pass like that, but that's a bit cheaty. So what we want to do, Jack, could you do it with your back to the camera, please, so you can see what's happening behind your back? Yep. So you don't want to be able to, it's got to be big enough that you don't have to hold it. Good, well done. Okay. Now we're going to do, now if you do it sideways, do it sideways. Yeah, no, facing me. Yeah, go on then, do the action. Can you see, okay, now give me the ball. Do the same action without the ball. Go on, do the same action. So what other skill might help you do this, do you think? Hula hooping, yeah. So for those you could do hula hooping anyway. Right, anyway. So we're going now around the head, Jack. Okay, round the head one way, round the head the other. Right, and if you look at my shoulders, as we've established, my shoulders are stiff. Go behind your head. This is just getting your shoulders warm as well. Right behind your head, not above your head, behind your head. All right, then round your waist. Then, I know we did, and then we go from low, round behind the knees, behind the waist, and behind. So you can work your way up one side, and then down the other side. Teachers watching this, you'll have realised that the balls hardly touch the ground, and in your class when you do this, if you've got 30 kids and 30 balls, the ball have gone down many times during those drills, okay? So that's another good point, is 1 ball per child where you can, because there's less time going around. Right, so once you've done that, how else could we progress that? One-handed is good, or we could do it moving. So we could try moving now, Jack, right? So around the waist moving, and then around the other way. Jack's gone into a run, like he always does, okay? Don't forget around the head, Jack. Around the head. So you've done around the waist, around the head. Now what about, he's running, right? I'm not sure I can do it moving forward and avoiding a microphone thing, and I definitely can't do it without the lead. Jack, try going, yeah. This lead's getting in the way. That's it. There we go. Now, this is a hard surface, and he's going nose first down a hill at speed. So don't try that at home. So just do that walking up the slope. Yeah, because you can see there, it takes 1 trip and he's going to nose plant there. Right, well done. Good. Okay, and come back. All that's doing then is getting some idea of dexterity. And as I said to teachers and what have you, you're dribbling the ball is fine, but dropping the ball when you're not supposed to be is just a disruption to the lesson. Now, we're going to link this to Mr. Thompson's Dribbling 101. So I can't do as good a job as he can, so we'll link that video at the end. Right, the next thing we're going to do, Jack, is just now we're going to try doing a figure of 8 between our legs. So you have your legs wider. I'm not going to demonstrate this now because this is in the way all the time. Let me tuck this in. Okay, so do you want to explain to people what you're doing, or just slow that down a bit? Okay, so once you've gone, that's a bit more of a tricky skill. So once you've gone, it goes from behind this leg, here, and then you hold it in the hand, and go, it's very hard to do slowly, there. Okay, so again, you can do it with a tennis ball. You might want to get the pattern right with a ball there, you can pass it. So the pattern right here, it's easier for me to hold this, like that. Very good. And Jack's doing that. Alright, so Jack, what I want you to do is just pause with the ball outside one leg. So you're going to go to one side, do what you're doing, but then just pause at one side. And pause there. Yeah, you can hold on to it with both hands if you want. Just hold it with both hands for the purpose. So if you notice here, what position would you say this is, Jack?
Side lunge.
It's a side lunge. we may have covered that many times before. So remember, the side lunge is here, and basketball you want to be able to lunge sideways there. Okay, cool. All right, so we're not going to do that side. Now, so that was a sideways one. Can you do it with one leg in front like this? So just passing round like that, and then switch. Cool. He's freestyling it again. All right, this wasn't in the plan, but it's okay. All right, so Jack's now doing a switch like this, which I've never done before, but I've just done it now. There we go. So again, in order to do that, you've got to be able to have the strength, control, balance to be able to do that. Okay, so now let's see if we can bounce it. So first of all, once we've done the established the bouncing, and we'll link that to Mr. Thompson's video. Okay, so now we just have one leg slightly further forward, bounce, there. Okay, and then bounce, there. Yep, there, there. Okay, that's it. Trying to keep the children on task, good luck with that. But as you can see, as long as you go between the legs, Jack, just slow down please, because they're trying to learn this at home, and I've said one thing, you're doing a different thing, all right? So we've just got one leg forward, and all we're doing is there and back. Okay, so we're adding a little bounce in between, just for control, there and here. Okay, then change legs, make sure you do both legs. And as you notice, you've got to be able to use both hands here. So basketball is a really good sport for developing skills or expressing skills where you use left and right, because you shoot with your right and your left when you're doing layups, and you pass with your left and right. You've got to be able to dribble with left and right, haven't you? So this one, good, right, well done. So that was step one. Now show them what you were doing, which is a progression from that. You were doing more of a figure of 8 there, weren't you? Yeah. Okay, so stop there. So what Jack's doing there, stop there please. Right. So Jack's now going is, as he dribbles here, then he's changing, legs there. I can't do it and talk at the moment, so just try and slow it down. So he dribbles that one, then he switches legs, and goes there. Okay, so it doesn't really, we're not really worried about. Big pun. It is hard slow motion and talking about it as well. So what we're trying to do is just one. It doesn't matter how many bounces you do at the beginning here, as long as you just get used to switching legs and going from right to left. Okay. Now the reason this is important is not just to look good. It's Jack, if you just put your ball down a sec please. Okay, so when you're dribbling here, if Jack's basketball, you keep, so you always want to keep, wait a minute, let me explain it, alright, let me explain it. So Jack's going to get between the basket and me as a defender, okay, so basketball, if I dribble close like this, it's easy for him to take the ball off, okay, so in basketball, you always want to try and keep your body between the ball and the defender, not always. Okay, so if he moves there, if he moves around to get that, then I can fumble the ball like that. Alright, so the idea being, you demonstrate now with that ball. No one wants to see an old man duff up a basketball skill. Alright, so Jack's now just going to dribble. I'm going to try and come around this side, and by going between his legs there, he can shoot. Alright, that's why he's demonstrating the videos. Okay, good. That's why we do that one. Okay, so that's quite a complicated one. Another one you could do, I think probably Jack's gone about 3 steps up, something to aim for, is you can try just a flip. So you're going to try and flip there. And what I'm trying to do, Jack, wait a sec, sorry, I've got the ball like this between my legs. I'm going to lift it up and swap my hands round. Again, this is slightly easier. It's just timing there, so you flip up and catch. Okay, so I'll demonstrate sideways. So I flip the ball up, and I can't do it there. So I'm just swapping, all I'm doing is swapping my hands like that. And again, these are dexterity skills. So travelling with dribbling is quite hard, but these are dexterity skills. Go on. Yeah, good. Yeah, and if you're short of space, you see, short space is another one you can do. You could get a group of people doing this drill here while you're teaching shooting drills there. Okay? All right. So that's another thing to do. Okay with that one then, Jack? All right. So now let's just move forward, and I want you to do is just dribble round your body. All right. So all you're going to try and do now is around sort of. Yeah, that's it. So you can keep your feet together on this one, and you're just going to dribble round, not like that, and then back the other way. Okay, so these are all stationary, and now what we're going to try and do is just going to walk forward. Mr. Thompson's covered this, but what we're leading up to is, these are some other drills to do that there, is that then we can just dribble and then pass. Yeah, dribble and pass and link what we've done before. Then we're going to switch, pass to Jack, he's going to shoot, he scores, and then this shows you then how we just build up. There's only 2 of us here, no complicated, it's a small side, and build that up, and you'll be able to get practicing in the park, just some simple things like that, passing and shooting, and have fun over the summer getting better at that. Thanks, Jack. Bye bye.